Welcome back to the Empires of the Undergrowth. Now, I feel like the last time we played this, let me check. It was like 4 months ago back in August, but we have an update. Now, they've added a winter theme level in honor of the holidays. Now, the motive here is to survive the winter. So, if we're gonna kind of get an idea of what's going on, first we need to dig up and see the undergrowth. So we need to get food, and it's like pine needle seeds or something like that. And basically the reason is this. Okay, so these wood ants live in like very hostile and cold climates, right? Up in the mountains where the woods are. And look at this. Here's a rival empire, or two actually. Looks like blue and pink might be competing for resources. But anyway, you may be asking yourself, how do ants keep themselves warm during the winter? Simple. Oh, look at little Queen Santa ant right here. So you collect pine needles from the surface, bring them down into your nest, and then you build this tile, right? A heating tile. Now, in real life, the ants let these plants deteriorate, and as they deteriorate and decay, they produce warmth. Pretty cool and ingenious, right? Life finds a way. So our objective is to survive. So I'm thinking we want some food tiles right at the entrance. And then what we need to do, I love it, man. We got some Christmas music too. So first off, we need to get food. Now, what's interesting is we've got this little ability to switch between gathering food or resources for food and resources for heat. Huh. Wait a minute. So all the other ants are working together? Or are they fighting? No way. So they're rival kingdoms just for me, but not for each other? Well, the challenge seems to be getting a little bit more intense here. Now, as all this food comes in, we're gonna put all of it to worker tiles and get these guys out and get them working quickly. But you can see that most of the pine needle nests are in contested areas. I think we can also eat food from inside here as well, and we're gonna want to expand that because there's a decent supply of them. Maybe once we get a few soldiers working. Yeah, there's even some roly-polies out here and some other animals. We got the day and night cycle going. Now, at some point, it is going to start to snow, and that usually is the harbinger of our doom. So we want to have ourselves situated by then, preferably. The food stores are full. Well, let's get a few more of them. And then we're also gonna need heating tiles. So I'm thinking we're gonna want one near the queen, right? This is where we're gonna start putting like food storage, because we gotta maintain the nest temperature, right? So this is where we're gonna be doing it. I mean, she is the priority, right? She is the thing that makes our nest run. So now that that is operational, I think it is time to start working on our soldiers. We're gonna have them pop out of here. All right, so we've got spitters and melee. Let's go with some melee. But we are gonna want areas for the spitters as well. I mean, all of these things, you know, there's so many things to keep in mind. But it does seem like we're doing a pretty good job gathering a decent amount of food. We're gonna march our soldiers over to here. We've only got about 5 of them. Now, where do we need to go next? I think staying internally for now. So let's move this group over, and control group 1, go get this little bit of pine needle seeds right there. The temperature, harvest, have 300 vegetation stored when the weather is coldest. Oh, wow. This is intense, man. I feel like the next biggest supply of seeds is gonna be in here, but we are battling the little minions that are hiding around in our nest. We are going to be gathering all of that as much as possible. Although it may behoove us to kind of focus on maybe the outdoor stuff and leave the indoor stuff for when it is cold and we can't really operate very well in the snow. All right, guys, we're going to go conquer over here and then widen up our food storage area. Getting all these little infos. Ah, creatures near filled heating chambers will gain temperature above the ambient temperature, allowing them to travel for longer and faster. Okay. All right, let's actually... I do have a little bit. Let's switch over to food for ambient temperature. All right, guys, get in there. Kill them. Man, they're just blocking this narrow pass. We didn't get our workers to divvy up this so we could surround the enemies. But there we go. Finally broke through. And this will be our heating temperature. This will be the area where we heat. 10 food a tile. Now I'm wondering if this is one of those things we're gonna need to spread out, or will this suffice? Let's send everybody over there. Whoa, what is that? Oh, I thought that was a giant bug. Okay, it's just a shadow, fortunately. And we've got this little bit down here. It looks like I can barely see it. Now we're gonna want some spitting warriors to join us, although we're pretty low on food. Actually, let's just focus on food. Oh, look at this. Food stores are full? What do you mean our food stores are full? They're definitely not full. We're not even close to being full. Huh. Interesting.
Ants venturing far from the nest are likely to freeze to death.
Freeze to death? What? That's terrifying. We definitely don't want to freeze to death. So this is wild, man. This is bringing a totally different mechanic into the game. So our temperature's doing pretty good. Let's switch back to food. And we're starting to skirmish with our neighbors here. Luckily, we've got a decent amount of soldiers, and I can't tell if these are workers or soldiers. Okay, those are soldiers. You can tell by the whole spitting thing. All right, we'll put the spitters in the big group. Dashing all the way. You hear it, right? I love it, man. Get that food, boys. All right, get over here. Get everything we can. Raid, 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 raid. And then, I guess it is, okay, it's nightfall. Let's pull everybody back. Because you can see the, like, surface temperature and nest temperatures dropping. And we'll switch over to temp. And then we'll warm everybody up. Everybody get warm. Everybody get warm. And while we're at it, let's do a little bit of conquering. Now, what bugs are gonna be here? Big ones? Probably some big ones. Are we ready to fight them? We don't really have any food backup. Let's find something a little bit smaller. Oh wow, the temperature does drop pretty considerably. The problem is this is gonna be food, not pine needle seeds. So this won't provide me with the temperature changes I need. Is it daytime out there? No, it's night, but they're operating at full tilt. Everybody. All right, control group 2, maybe we do send you out to fight? Oh, it's starting to snow. Okay, everybody, don't panic. Keep your composure. Man, we're running out of time already, dude. I'm not ready to die. All right, this looks like a pretty good spot, not too far. You can see the pine needles. Okay, so we do have pine needles, and then there's the seeds. So it looks on the map like it's just food, but there's definitely differences. Man, I'm kind of worried because we can't eat pine needles, right? I mean, as far as I'm aware. Get these pine needles too. And then everybody oh my god, that's a big army. That's a big army moving our way. Let's pull back. Everybody back. Everybody back. Try to avoid... Oh, never mind. They pulled back. What I need is to be able to switch between pine needles and food, right? Because these guys are sitting around food, but since it's an oversimplified mechanic right now, I actually want to have some guys gathering food and some guys gathering the pine needles. And I'm not seeing a lot of food on the surface. I'm not seeing any food on the surface. It seems like we should have rushed that from the beginning and kept the food inside. We got it a little bit wrong. Keep near the nest above the skull. Okay. Keep nest temperature above the skull. Survive the winter and have 300 vegetation stored. Okay. We're gonna need more vegetation storage. One of the things I could do is also upgrade these tiles if need be, to make sure that we don't have enough food. All right, we need to convert back to food. Now these guys should grab, yeah, there we go. Now they're doing it. And then, well, does that mean these guys were gonna stop? If they're gonna stop, let's warm up our main army. All right, there we go. Food is coming in. We can upgrade the cluster in the middle. And I do want to increase my army size. Okay, now the ants are gonna have to be marching. 2 is warmed up. Let's go and conquer a little bit. Get some seeds, get some food. There's lots of food inside. Almost no food outside and almost no pine needles if you look at the map. Everybody's cleaned house. It's daytime. Yeah, and they're all out. Oh my god. So many ants. They're all working together. I wish they would fight. All right, let's see what's over here.
The temperature outside is dropping. The ants must make haste and fill their nests with fresh vegetation before they are overcome by the harsh
Well, I mean,
winter.
there's no more vegetation. Oh my goodness.
The ants must fight.
Alright, let's hope the spitters help turn the tide here. Otherwise, yeah, they definitely are doing just that. Excellent. Alright, we're just gonna continue to conquer. Alright, 2 more big boys. Yeah, spitters are definitely making this a much better enterprise for us. And I'm not telling Control Group 2, yes, okay. Now you can gather food. Still waiting for pine needles to spawn on the surface. I don't know if they do, or if we're just behind. Or if you can convert food sources to heating tiles. That's also possible, right? We're gonna run a highway through here. Yeah, see, any pine needles that fall are like immediately grabbed by like hordes of armies. Food stores are full. Okay, let's switch over to heat and see if internal food can be used, right? As long as it decays. I feel like food will decay just as good as pine needles. Can I not eat them? Wood ants don't eat these guys? Uh-oh, that's not good. All right, well then we are gonna wanna go over here. Oh, that's why. They weren't, man. Tricky stuff, man. Temperatures dropping. Food stores are full. I'm aware. I'm aware. I think I'm aware. I think I know what I'm doing. All right, let's go and fight up here. Yikes. Yeah, we can easily dispatch everything. Pine needle, okay, it's pine needles only. All right, everybody get pine needles. Go, 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 go. Because that's all it is. Oh, look at how slow they're moving. Uh-oh, we might have ants freeze to death, but luckily, fresh sets of pine needles. Look at how slow they're moving because it's so cold. Gather, gather, gather. Hurry, hurry. I might need to make a new group of workers. All right, as long as we don't see anybody freezing out there. And we can warm them up in the heaters, which actually they put it in here, right? So this is where the heaters are. And the temperature, look at that, we're fighting it. It's going up, okay. I think we did just enough to kind of survive there, hopefully. But we want to, yes, we need to have a backup of like 300, preferably even more. Excellent, everybody is involved. The sun is up. I can't tell, okay, wow, that's a lot of pine needles. I think that counts. Yeah, see, they're definitely visually there, but we're not allowed to grab them at the moment. Okay, go here. And there's a lot of bugs around now that we're gonna have to fight. Okay, so once the surface temperature's below the skull, that's probably when we have to get inside. All right, we're starting to skirmish with them. I don't really want to do that. So we will move our harvesting area and just get out of there. We'll accept our losses. I love how like the temperature is affected by sunlight as it would normally. So the developers really thought about this one and made it a really solid mode. Okay, the harshest winter days are coming. We're gonna gather as many of these as possible. We're supposed to have a reserve of 300. We're a little over 500, right? So hopefully it's enough. And I think with that, we have to pull everybody back inside. Temperatures are dropping quickly and night is beginning to fall. Although I'm feeling a little bit greedy. Give me them pine needles. All right, and we'll pull back Control Group 2 and have them ready to go conquering and gather food so we can replace any losses. Oh, but look at this. It's like right there. It's right there. No, the temperature's too low. Call everybody back. And we're gonna have to switch them. Once everybody gets back inside and drops them all off, then we will switch. Oh, wow. Hold on. You do not have food to upgrade that tile? Oh, I guess I don't, do I? We're pretty much maxed out. Okay, we're going to see the wizard. And Control Group 1, you're gonna be on food gathering duty now. Oh, look, the external temperature is completely frozen. Snow is everywhere. And we have a battle in our ant tunnels here. But we're kicking butt, man. The spitters are so good. Look at that. They're like hydralisks from StarCraft. All right, now you can start gathering food. I think we're gonna be fine. And luckily there's no like, we have to spread out the heaters so they're like, heat the whole thing. I guess it just emanates from here, fills the tunnels. It is a relatively confined space. Oh yeah, we are actually stock full here. That's the issue. There's plenty of food. Food for days. Days and days and days. My God. Alrighty. I wish we could see how the others are doing. But honestly, that was the objective, was just survive. I'm just gonna fill this with food tiles. I had no idea we would have so much food. And there's still, hey, did we do it? We did. Look at that. Oh, she's got a little stir crazy there. Oh man, I love this game. I love how they keep adding in like these really interesting game modes. I'm not sure if you saw the last video, but we used army ants, and army ants were capable of building bridges out of literal ants. It's pretty incredible the difference in mechanics and the additions to them as this game continues to develop even all these years later. So anyway, if you guys do want to see more Empires of the Undergrowth, we'll pull the trigger on the like button, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.